It's Glenn the Ball Chef. I'm back tonight, putting up another recipe for you all. Tonight we're doing the Wild Buffalo Bill chili recipe. And this is a great chili recipe because it utilizes very healthy ground buffalo meat. I think you will find this to your liking. You can source out ground buffalo meat. My God, give this one a try. This is not old folks chili. It's got some heat on it, but you can always tone that down, and it really makes a great meal for your family. So without any further ado, let's get this thing rolling. Old Buffalo Bill was a crazy guy, man. He shot a lot of buffaloes. He's actually buried up on Lookout Mountain, right where I grew up in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. And, you know, got his name, Buffalo Bill. So I kind of dedicated this chili recipe made out of ground buffalo meat. Man, this is going to be good stuff. Now, if you're going to do this recipe right, make sure you soak your kidney beans overnight. And if you do that and you start cooking them up, don't use the canned stuff, go dry bean. Now, I have had these going overnight, soaking in water, and I'm starting to cook them off. They're looking good, and they're nice and creamy. This is what you want here, man, if you want to make some great chili. But let's look at the lineup of what we got here. This is what's going in here. Now, these are the Goya Spanish brand of red kidney beans that we just showed you how we prepared. Got garlic. Got to have some garlic in your chili, man. This wouldn't be right. Now, this is some natural sourced organic bison meat, buffalo meat. Very healthy. A lot less fat than beef. Small Spanish onion. We'll be using that right in the recipe. And of course, I'm going to put some habanero sauce in here just to kick up the heat a bit. You don't need to put this in there if you don't want. Poblano peppers, my go-to pepper. Oh my God, these things are just a little bit spicier than a bell pepper, but work great in this recipe. And then of course, I've got 1 cup of dark chili powder. We got some crushed tomatoes, 28-ounce can, real good stuff here. It's gonna add some. And as a spice lineup, got some black pepper, very, very important. And of course, the quintessential spice in any chili is cumin. And in the end here, cayenne pepper. Absolutely cayenne pepper. You want to kick the heat up on your chili, put some cayenne pepper in there. That's just a pro tip, folks. There is our lineup. So let's start out with garlic. Man, this is a healthy thing. Smash that thing down there. We'll cut this up, and you know, it really adds a lot of flavor to any chili mix that you ever want to do. I've made a lot of different chili videos. Always have garlic in them. So just chop that garlic up, get a fine mince on it. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's all going to cook down anyway, but it certainly adds full flavor to any chili recipe, including this Wild Buffalo Bill buffalo chili recipe that I'm showing you right now how to cook in your home. Knife skills, yeah, maybe I don't have them, but at any rate, I got the job done. We'll set that aside. Now we take the next ingredient. That's the Spanish onion. Of course, I don't know what's going on with this video. It looks like we're out of focus. Real nice, Glenn. At any rate, I think you get the point. We're going to cut up this onion. Get a nice chop on this. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's really going to kind of melt into the chili anyway. So if you got some coarse fruit pieces and some smaller pieces, you don't have to be too exact when it comes to doing this. But just get an onion in your chili. Really makes all the difference in the world. Brings up the flavor. It's really good for you. Some more veggies in there. And then my favorite go-to pepper, as I said earlier, is the poblano. Now these are not much spicier, like I said, than a bell pepper, but boy, the flavor is just so much better. And if you can get these locally, I really think that any chili recipe should have poblano peppers in there. Occasionally you'll get a Bravo chili, and man, those can be a little bit spicy, but for the most part, they're just on the Scoville unit a little bit spicier than a bell pepper. But that's what we're going to be using in this recipe. I took the most of the seeds out and the stem. We'll chop these things up into a kind of a rough cut. Really no precision in this. It's just we're going to get this flavor into our chili mix. And it really brings out, I don't know, just so much flavor and so healthy. Anything green, man, is healthy in my opinion. And well, why not utilize these fantastic peppers? They work so well. And anytime I've cooked up all these chili recipes, I always use the poblano. It's just the right thing to do. Moving along here, we're going to take a little bit of canola oil, put this into a pot, heat it up, and then we're going to start adding our veggies. Just doing it by hand. It's like a handmade recipe, I guess. So I put my onions, and I'm putting in my poblano peppers, and we're going to saute these off in this canola oil for about 10 minutes until they're translucent. And once that step is complete, we're going to go to the next step. Look at that. These things have kind of cooked down a little bit. They're looking good, folks. Looking real good. Now, put the garlic in. Don't want to put the garlic in too early because it can get bitter on you. Now I put the ground buffalo meat, 1 pound, into the mixture, and I'm going to start browning that off and infusing the garlic and the other vegetables in with this buffalo meat. Now, as we go along here, we're going to keep cooking the buffalo meat with the vegetables that we put into this wild Buffalo Bill chili recipe. Ground buffalo meat all browned off. Now this next screenshot will show you that I'm going to put in a 20-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. I like tomatoes in my chili sauce, or any chili for that matter, except for maybe white chili, but pretty important. And then I'm going to go double down on the habanero hot sauce, add a little bit of water, give this a stir around the block, and let all these spices, the meat, infuse into our chili. It's going to really come out good. Slow and low, baby, always. Now that we've come to the next step, we're going to put in some of the spices that we want. And black pepper is essential. I like black pepper in my chili, so I'd say a tablespoon would do. And then we're going to hit it up with the quintessential spice of all chilies, which is cumin. 2 tablespoons, maybe 3. See there, it's boiling off real good. We're going to hit it up with some cayenne. Now I got 2 tablespoons going in here. You got kiddies, you don't want this stuff too hot, just leave the cayenne out. I'm used to eating hot food and I like it that way. So now we're just going to let this boil here, and we're going to take all of our beans that I showed you earlier and infuse it into the mixture and let this cook for about an hour. And when we're done, you're going to have some real magic Wild Buffalo Bill chili. This is the magic moment we've all been waiting for. This Buffalo Bill Wild Chili recipe is all completed, cooked down just the way you like it. Let's see how it tastes. Very important. You gotta always try, Man, the beans are creamy. Just the right amount of spice. You got a family out there, you might want to tone it down a bit. But for me, this is on the money. You should subscribe to my channel. I am back, making videos every Sunday. Give this a big like if you like what you see. Give me your comments. I thank you for stopping by. And as always, bon appetit.